Hi, I'm Beth Walkenbach, Assistant Director of Corporate Partnerships, and I'm going to share a couple of asana yoga poses with you today to prepare your body for the pursuits ahead of you. So you've probably come to your computer so that you can do class or attend a meeting or have an advising session with a professor or faculty. Perhaps you've got meeting with other faculty and staff. The meetings, don't we know it? So let's get our bodies ready to sit. Funny, right? To get ready to sit. And yet, our bodies don't mind having a little attention paid to them. So I'm going to invite you to come to a standing position. I'm going to move my chair to the side, so I've got some space. And I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. You might have a chance at seeing my feet, but we'll see. Not terribly important if you don't. And come to a really stable standing position. Or just the clothing, all that stuff that comes with shifting around. So to come to a stable position, my feet are on the ground. They're beneath the bony protrusions of my pelvis. So they're underneath my hips, which are underneath my shoulders, and allowing the structure of my skeleton to do its work. I tip my pelvis a little bit, extending my tailbone down so that I don't have a duck butt, I don't have a bad dog butt, but just kind of a heavy dinosaur tail. And in this comfortable, stable mountain pose, Tadasana, bring your attention to your breathing. You can allow your eyes to close if comfortable. If not, perhaps you drop your gaze to the floor, maybe 3 to 5 feet in front of you, so that your eyes have a soft focus. Even if your eyes are closed, they're not looking intently, they have a soft focus. And bring your attention to your breathing. Your attention might be at your nose or your mouth, where the breath is entering and exit your body. It might be across your chest as the air flows through the lobes of your lungs. It might be down in your belly, where your diaphragm is moving to accommodate and indeed stimulate the intake and the outtake of your breath. And we'll pay attention to that breath as we bring some gentle movements into this time here. So you'll notice my hands are facing forward. Your hands can be by your side or they can be facing forward, totally up to you. We're going to inhale, bending into the knees, pressing the feet into the floor as we bring our hands up and overhead and stretch long, 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 long. Tops of the fingers down through the bottoms of the feet. If you're feeling up to it, you can even rise up on your toes, little challenge. Stretch, tips of the fingers down through the toes, and exhale, lower the hands to either side. If your heels are raised, bring them down to the ground and bend the knees again and kind of pause in this curved position. So yes, flexing or not flexing the spine. So let's inhale up again. Lots of length, either up on your toes or not. And exhale, bend the knees, drop the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Woo. Curve the shoulders forward. Let's inhale. Let's really open up through the chest. Maybe bring the hands a little bit behind you to really open up the chest. Circle those hands back. Inhale, extend, and exhale. Woo. Bring everything back down. Let's step the feet a little bit wider and let's bring the hands to the hips. We're just going to bring a little bit of movement to the hips. If your day is anything like mine, it's going to be a lot of sitting. Although I do have a standing desk. I don't use it as much as I should. Maybe intention. So just kind of bend one knee into the other, shifting the pelvis from one side. You can imagine your pelvis like the bowl that it is. And imagine the water or the synovial fluid inside just shifting from one side to the next. I'm feeling this a lot on the outside edges of my legs and the outside edges of my hips, which is good because my poor hips, they get compressed sitting in that chair for so long. And bring that movement to a close. And then maybe let's bring some movement in circles. So really circling the lower body. Try to keep the upper body pretty steady. I'm noticing that in my own Zoom reflection. I am doing that with varying degrees of success, but my shoulders are away from my ears. I'm trying to keep things steady till about my belly button, and then really allowing the bottom half to circulate and flow. Bring your movement in the other direction. Whew. Great, and let's bring that movement to a close and just kind of shake it out. Maybe shake out the legs. Sorry, it's a little dark. My dark jeans against the dark couch might be difficult to see. That is not easier. Whew. And just kind of let everything go. Maybe do a little shake. Any of those wiggles that have been storing up. You can take this as little or as big as you want. Get a little silly. Maybe allow the lower half to shake. Whew. And just kind of bring all that movement to a close. And let's come back to that Tadasana that we started with. Feet firmly planted on the ground. A little bit of flexion in the knees so they're not too stiff. Pelvis tipping forward, tailbone reaching down. Collarbones broad, shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. Chin is level. Eyes are closed or have a soft gaze at the ground in front. And feeling that extension through the top of the head up towards the sky. And the connection between skyward and earthbound, which is you. You are the conduit, that energy moving upward and downward. And I invite you to take a moment to think about what it is that you are going to be doing next and how you want to do it. And bring some intention to when you next sit in your chair and turn on the Zoom and begin the class or the meeting or whatever it is that brought you to your chair today. And I hope you have a little bit of ease and a little bit of space to do all the things that you desire to do. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day.